everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ronnie and Jose Show. As always, this is going to be featured in the Built from Pain podcast. I am Jose Rodriguez, team leader of the REJ team with eXp Realty here in New York. Featuring my guy, Ronnie. Ronnie, go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
What up, people? Ronnie here, representing the head of Family Real Estate, also a part of Team BC here in New Jersey, ready to be getting popping. And Jose, I know you got a fire topic for us, bro, but you got to stop keeping it a secret, man. You got to stop keeping it a secret. Because I for sure don't know what the fuck we're about to talk about.
I have no idea, brother, but it's going to be fucking good, man. How was your weekend, man? I know that you were away for like 42 to 72 hours or some shit like that in Neptune. You want to talk about that?
What? Is there even 72 hours in a weekend? Or if we count Friday, I guess, right? Nah, bro. This weekend was very, very unique, special. What to call them? I'm part of a dancing squad, bachata specifically. Bachata Shine, and we recorded a very, very nice video in Central Park, New York, Lower Manhattan, and then right after that we went to Patterson in it was like an abandoned historical museum that also had a view of the city. So it was just very, very dope, recorded for many hours. I only had like 1 hour of sleep that day. It was just a crazy weekend overall, but I can't wait for the video. It should be out before the end of the week, so yeah, man. Looking forward to that.
Beautiful. Were you stripping in that video, or you were just?
No, you already know, dog. You already know. That's why they it's rated R. Actually rated RT. So anyone who wants to have my last name can only see it because that's just how we roll.
I got it. So it's rated RT for Ronnie Tejeda.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bro. No, but I mean, honestly, like for me, what I can talk about right now, brother, is waking up at 3:50 a.m. and how it's been for me and some of the changes that I've been experiencing throughout the time, especially getting adapted to the cold, bro. I feel like this cold ain't shit anymore, man. I literally feel like this cold ain't shit to me anymore, man. So this is what I've seen from myself personally, is that throughout the past, I want to say solid 2 weeks now, it's been fucking incredible because I've been so on top of everything that I'm doing, and at the same time, I don't know what the fuck is happening, bro. But when we were conversating earlier, and I was telling you about all the deals that I have going on and everything that I have in place, I just feel like there's like some fucking force outside of me, and it's just fucking pulling me through everything I want to do and achieve in life. I don't know if you've ever felt like that or gotten that experience, but the way that I can summarize it is that when you put your intention and your focus in place for the things that you want in life, and you're going in 100% regardless of what the fuck is going on, then you get rewarded for it. So I wanted to go ahead and maybe share that with you to see if maybe you've been experiencing any changes, because you are alongside with me, you know, with everything in terms of the routine. You've been working out solid, you know, so I just want to see what your experience has been in the past 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, brother. If we want to talk about that, I mean, well, let me talk about it first a little bit before I say what I was just going to say. The routines bring you into a place mentally where no matter what happens throughout your day, you're just at peace. And there may be sometimes you may slip and emotionally you may trigger or whatever it is, you may get a little bit upset, but like Jose said, you're just so sharp. You're so sharp on what you want to do. Your intentions are very clear. If they're not, you're not functioning right throughout the day, at least for me. And what I do is I write down exactly what I want to do at that moment, or I put reminders up, or I put alarms up. If I feel like I'm missing something, if I feel like I'm unclear throughout my day, I don't go about it like it's unimportant anymore. Like it's extremely important to have everything clear and precise in regards to your business. What do you have in your home? What do you want to eat? This and that, the third. There's things that I'm improving on, of course, every single day, and that's never going to stop. So there's a certain part of this conversation that I'm having in my head where I'm my worst critic, but my best supporter as well. Because I know literally every second, every minute, every single day, I'm improving. If I compare myself to who I was just yesterday, I'm improving. And there's many people that probably don't see it, but I do. And that's because I'm very conscious of everything that I'm doing. I'm very focused. I'm writing everything down. There's things that I'm doing that automatically are just happening without me putting so much effort now. It's feeling much more effortless, but that doesn't mean it's not challenging. And that's the beauty of it, because there's just much more things happening right now. And the flow is so beautiful. And it doesn't mean that things are, talking about it in this context so you guys understand clearly, it doesn't mean that things are so fucking great, that everything is happening so good. It's not just in here mentally, internally with our own beingness or our own feelings and emotions that carry us throughout our days. We're just so in tune of what's going on. So the flow is really nice. Even if we get, let's say we're driving and some schmuck runs a red light or tries to cut us off, and let's say we beep at them or whatever, and for a quick second we just laugh it out. Why the hell did I beep at this guy before? I mean, there's no reason for me to be mad at this person. The fact that I caught myself at that moment, boom, I'm back in this flow. I realized what I was doing. I'm not going to let another person trigger my emotions that I'm never going to even see again in my life. He's not bothering me. He's not harming my family, the people that I love. He's not disturbing my peace. Literally, he's not disturbing my peace. So why am I letting him trigger an emotion that's internally inside of me that I can control? So the fact that I am consciously aware of those little minor details, that's the true flow and the true state that I'm just so happy in. And it's just getting better and better. Literally it's getting literally better and better. And yeah, I want to stop it from there because that was a lot, and I feel like I'm going all over the place. At the same time, I feel like I'm at one place as well. And that's where my mind is too. And there's something that I wanna share with you before I forget and pass it on to you, brother. Yeah. Shout out to Miracle J too in the Lions Den. He said something recently that really hit me, which was, for example, working out or beasting out without your mind, because our mind isn't us. Our minds is just like a robot inside of us that's doing things unconsciously from habits that we picked up from the past. So now we got to separate ourselves from our mind and take back control, or not even take back control. Let it do what it has to do, but be consciously aware that if it does this, okay, we can reroute it this way, and we can manipulate our own minds to do whatever we want. And it's not being like a robot. It's not being emotionless. It's just being very conscious and aware of every single minor detail that's happening. Just imagine that. Just sit down for a second, whoever's listening. Just imagine if you can be in this state 24 hours in one day. If you are clearly conscious of every single thing that's happening in your life and in every second, just imagine how beautiful that is, because it's like you're doing magic that's actually real. You know everything that's going to happen, you know that's everything that's happening, and you're just at peace with it. You're okay with everything. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Keep talking about that actually, because number one, I gotta go check up on something, and number two, I actually hold on a second. I actually think that that's pretty important, because there's one thing that Arash said that really opened up my eyes as well. And it was like, you have these two thoughts, right? These two counterintuitive thoughts that are going on. However, you have to remember who's observing it, which is you. You're always in control. So keep talking about that, bro, because actually that's pretty that's a good topic, and I have to go check out something.
Yeah, man. So I mean, if you're in a state of observing your own mind and being consciously aware of why did you go to the bathroom and walk a certain way? Why did you stand up a certain way? Are you even paying attention to your posture? Are you paying attention to your mannerisms when speaking to somebody? Right now, I'm talking to the camera. So when we put this on YouTube or anyone who's on live, I'm talking to the webcam. So anyone that's seeing this or hearing this can connect with me. But at the same time, I'm looking at myself and trying to pick myself in regards to trying to pick and choose the minor details that I'm doing while talking, because I'm trying to improve my communication every single time a word comes out of my mouth or when I'm talking to anybody. So even when I'm interacting with my clients that I just shown their house, shown a house to, in the car when we're going back home, I'm going back to the conversation that we just had, and I'm removing myself from the conversation, and now I'm observing it. I'm a spectator of the conversation. I'm not inside. I'm not involved anymore. So I'm a spectator of the conversation. Now I become my best critic and my best supporter as well. No one can be better than myself. I can judge myself the best way possible. There's no one on this earth that can judge myself better than I am. And you guys got to check yourself on that too. For example, let's say anyone on here who got mentors, or let's say if someone got a question on here for us or whatever, they ask us a question, and whatever our response is, they think that's true. That's false, actually. It doesn't matter what level the other person is in regards to who you're asking that question to. You can ask them a question, right? And you can respect their answer, but it doesn't mean their answer is always going to be right for you, because they don't live in you. The true leaders, the true mentors, the true people who are supposed to be in your life, who support you, what they do, what they should do as mentors, as fathers, as supporters, whatever they are, they should actually ask you questions and dig down deep to seek what you really want in life. Not just give their answer in regards to what they think their perspective is. That's very incorrect. That's very incorrect. And that's what we should do for ourselves too. So look at it as, I mean, I don't want to sound crazy, but look at it as a split personality, or just as two people inside of us. When we're trying to critique ourselves in whatever way possible, we step out of our beingness, we step out of our mind, and then we're like, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I talking to this person like this? Why did I just get mad because he cut me off? Why did I wake up at this time? Is this benefiting me right now? Why am I even doing this live? What is the true purpose behind this? Ask these questions for yourself, and then you start to have an amazing conversation with yourself, right? That's why I like to be alone sometimes and go to places alone, because you just experience something much more deeper within yourself. And then when you're around people in social environments, or when you're trying to help a loved one or whatever it is, you're such in a great state that if you're not in a state where you're just leveled, healthy mind, strong individual, then how are you going to help others? In order for us to truly change, or change the world, or just make an impact on whatever that we're doing, if you're just here just to live or whatever, dude, you're doing something wrong. If you're being mediocre and just going by just to go by, I don't know what to tell you. If you're truly okay with that, and you know that for yourself, that you ask your questions and you feel deeply inside you're okay with that, okay, cool, no problem. There's no reason to judge you on that. But if you're going through life just because as a society you feel like that we should just work, fucking retire, travel once a year, and then whatever, live and die, get married and all that crap, have kids, it's just so, that's not it. That's not it. There's so many people that do that fucking life, that live that life, that's just miserable. They're unhappy, and you feel it in a room. I had a conversation recently with a realtor I barely know, but he's very cool. Until I had this conversation with him. He's very cool, like chill person, hard worker, all this stuff. I called him because I wanted to see if he had any off-market listings or upcoming listings that he had for my clients. As you realtors know, inventory is super low, so it's challenging for buyers right now. So I was calling him. I'm like, yo, what's up? Do you have any listings coming up in this criteria, yada, yada, yada? Bro, that conversation lasted 15 to 20 minutes, And I can promise you, the words that was coming out of his mouth, 90% was negative. Absolutely toxic communication for me and for him. Worse for him, because I know how to defend myself when it comes to communicating with people like that. I don't like that shit. I don't let that shit trigger me. I let them talk or whatever the case is. Probably he needed just an ear to talk to. I'll take it. I'm strong enough to hold that, right? I'm strong enough to receive those words and hopefully give back some type of feedback or even reframe the conversation to turn it into a positive without making him feel uncomfortable. And be like, straight up, be like, dude, like, shut up. Stop crying. Like, come on, you're a realtor for a reason, right? You're in this business for a reason, right? You can't change the shift that's happening in real estate, so why bitch about it? Like, come on, dude. Like, I'm 25, Jose's 21. We're killing it right now in real estate. And do you ever hear us complain? 22, my bad, bro. 22, 25. Do you ever hear us complain about real estate? All you hear us say is positive shit, more deals, more clients, some challenges here and there, but that's part of the process. So these people who have so much more experience than us are running through life unconsciously. And it's just, it's dreadful to see that, dude, because it's like, they're just another human. So it's crazy.
They have more negative experience than us. They have more experience than us doing the wrong shit. I think that's the difference.
I think it's a perception too, brother, because we've been through many fails and challenges, and we made many mistakes. But there's a difference because our perspective is more clear in regards to how much more impactful the positive experiences are versus the negative experiences. You know, I feel like it's common for society to focus on negative experiences. It's just, it brings more attention. It's more entertaining.
I mean, they've been conditioned that way throughout their whole life. I mean, think about the school system. Think about how they've been brought up, right? It's easy to see it in that way because the thing is like if you look at the average individual, they're always looking for the opinions of people that are going to comfort what they want to justify in their life. So they're always looking externally. Even though that may be the wrong path, they don't care about that. They just want to emotionally feel good for that specific second. So whether that means they doing the wrong thing, what that causes in their life is to be reactive instead of proactive. So they no longer are the cause of their life. They're just the effect. So they're just affecting and reacting to everything that's happening to them because that's what they've been brought up to do. You know, this is so when you look at it in that way, I mean, fuck, dude, there's a lot of agents. So I guess behind the person that's actually the agent behind that title, there's that actual person that's just always been like that. So you could even take, and here's what sucks, bro. You could take that specific individual and put him in any other scenario. The scenario you gave about the car, the guy cutting him off or whatever. He's going to react. He's going to react because that's the thing. When you're plugged into the matrix and you are operating within the code of the matrix and you're not able to see outside of it, you're going to react the same way that the matrix was designed for you to react, the same way that the society was created for you to react. And that's the fucked up part. You can literally predict how a person's going to react by you saying certain things, the average individual at least. So you have to be willing to untap out of that average mentality and that way of thinking. And the first way of doing that is get rid of the fucking news, get rid of your fucking TV, start watching people that are actually doing shit in life, and you can see by the results, not just by the shit that they say. And you yourself start taking action every single day. When a challenge steps up and comes your way, don't fucking bitch about it. Take action and put yourself in a position where you could come up with a solution to see the other side. Because at the end of the day, isn't the whole purpose of why that challenge came your way the reason why you want to get over it? And isn't the whole reason why that challenge, when it stepped up, to remind you that you are on the right path? I mean, I would be worried if I was just doing nothing, right? And then I was getting no challenge. I mean, I wouldn't be worried because that's what would happen. You wouldn't be challenged with anything. However, in this living existence, you have to understand that you're going to get challenged every day, whether that's physically, mentally, and emotionally, right? We've all had our hearts broken before. We all had our families close ones die or pass away. We've all had betrayal from best friends or other friends. We're gonna have to fucking deal with it. And the problem is that people think that they're the only ones going through that shit. That's the issue. So they look at people like us, or like other people that are doing shit in life, and they see like, wow, man, like, why can't I just live life like that? You are living fucking. You have to take. You have to take the topic and the surface shit that you see from other people away, because that's just a personality. That's just the thing that they want you to see. You have to understand that we as humans are all biologically wired the fucking same. Men are biologically wired the same as fucking men. The only thing that's a little bit different are our genes. And based on our genes, we may be able to think and operate a certain way. However, in terms of emotionally and reactively, our nervous system is the fucking same shit, unless somebody was born with a disease or some kind of mutation, right? So if our nervous system is the same and we feel the same, then that means whatever fucking bullshit you're going through, I'm most likely going through. However, I'm not reacting the same way you are. I'm choosing, and you have a choice. You have to remember that you have a choice. I'm just choosing to proact a different way. So then that's why when Araj says the obstacle becomes the path, the obstacle becomes the path. That's what I want. If that's what I want and I have to get through that, I mean, what the fuck is that, dude? I just want that. So I'm going to keep going after that because that's what I want. So if that's in the way, it's going to get fucking ran over, and that's it. And as soon as you start thinking like this, that's when shit is going to start happening in your life. But you can't get caught up in your mind and start saying, oh, like, I don't know, what if I do this and it doesn't work? What if I do that and it doesn't? Shut the fuck up. Silence your mind and take action. And from that feedback, that's how you'll know, because there is no way for you to experience the experience prior to it. There's just no way. No, I think my pasta's getting cold right here.
Pasta needs some love, cuz. Yo, te
Oh,
un poco
man.
pa' acá, loco.
Nah, bro.
Some asus.
Nah, man, you're not wearing your mask, bro. I can't.
Habana. Man, you know what's crazy, bro? What I love about just putting ourselves on the spot and just communicating in ways where we don't even know what we're about to talk about, but we have the confidence within ourselves deeply. Not like in an arrogant way either. Just having the confidence that you put us in front of 100 people and Jose, Ronnie, yo, speak about this really quick without any script, any preparation. It's crazy because literally when I started talking just now after I made that joke, I didn't even know what I was going to say. But all I'm doing is literally moving my mouth, speaking with confidence, with a delivery that seems like I'm actually going to say something important. And right now, I'm literally saying nothing in regards to context. I'm just talking.
I want to say something. I want to say something about that because I know why this is happening, bro. And here's the thing: what people have to understand is that the shit that we're doing right now, like the way that we wake up, and it's when you're creating this quote unquote confidence of coming on live, right, and speaking on Instagram Live, or standing on top of an audience and speaking to the audience. With a manguito, of course. At the end of the day, you have to understand that your word and keeping your word is what's going to build that confidence and build that trust. So how can you possibly stand in front of one person, two people, thousands of people, and expect to have that confidence if you don't respect and have the confidence within yourself to trust the shit that you say? So obviously you're going to have an incongruency there because you can't communicate with thousands of people and not trust the same shit that you're communicating with them. It's impossible. So this muscle starts to be built not just by going live and making YouTube videos, but what you do when nobody's watching. When you wake up and you say you got to wake up at a certain time, you do it. When you say you're going to take care of business, you fucking do it. And you start to develop that self-respect within you so that when you step in front of thousands, nobody can say shit because number one, you're not lying about anything. You're talking about your life. And number two, you can trust yourself because you know that every single thing that you're doing or that you're saying, you're fucking doing. So at the end of the day, Just like your subconscious mind can work against you, it can work for you as long as you habitually have developed that trust within yourself. And people forget that shit. They're stuck so externally focused on what everybody fucking else thinks, they forget what they think about themselves. And yet they wonder why they can't stand in front of a crowd of hundreds, even fucking 5 people, and fucking just say what they have to say. Now, obviously, if you've never done it before, it may not come as polished as you wish. However, it's just a stepping stone from everything else that you haven't done. But it starts from the things that you're doing that nobody's watching, or the things that you're saying. Are you actually committing to those things? That's pretty much it, bro. That's what I can say about that.
I like that, Joel. The truth doesn't need to be rehearsed. That's a fact, man, because, I mean, I don't watch too much movies anymore, but one of the most impactful, best moments in movies are the ones that are, what's that word? When they're not planned, they just, damn, I just had it. Anyways, when they just do it on the spot, when it's not on the script, they just play around while shooting, and next thing you know, they capture a moment that is very impactful and one of the best moments in the movie, actually, because it's actually not a part of the script. Spontaneous, that's not the word. Anyways, I know you guys probably know what I mean. At the end of the day, man, I would just say this. The people that you really see who are confident, going through life, they're just living life in a happy way. Calm is a very big factor in it. Improvise, there you go. Improvise. So anyone who's living life happy, calm, confidently, who knows what they're doing, they're clear about the shit that they want. They're clear about the stuff that they want. And they're genuinely just nice people. Those are really the ones who really got their shit together. However, you just got to be consciously aware of the energy when feeling and talking to people like this too, because there's some people who fake that shit just to get recognition from other people. And at least for me, I seen that shit from a mile away, dude, from a mile away. And it's for me, it's so easy to read. There's some people where you just know. There's no explanations needed. You just know what's up. So, yeah, man. I mean, I can just top it off with that. I feel like we spoke on a lot, been all over the place, but at the same time, we stayed in one category as well. Because it's like a tree, man. I mean, a tree can only go so high, but it has so many branches. But at the same time, its roots go so many ways, but it's always at the same place as well. Always. And it's so grounded and leveled and so calm. And it's always going to be loyal to his branches too. It's crazy analogy. Yeah, stopping it off there. I can close it out unless you got something else to say towards the end, bro. My phone is about to die.
If you guys want to be a part of the RT music video, just hit up Ronnie. You got to make sure that, number one, you're in shape. You order your cheetah thong on Amazon, or not, fuck Amazon. You order your cheetah thong on ronnietejeda.com. And you got to make sure that you wear shades. It has to be the same shades that Morpheus wore from The Matrix. So if you have those three, then you can get in. And you have a cash prize that you're announcing, right?
Cash prize, yeah. I can actually, if you spell my middle name, actually. I know you guys don't know my middle name. If you guys spell my middle name correctly, I'm actually not only going to give you a cash prize, but I'm actually, you ready? Also going to give you the pill for COVID-19.
Nah, bro, I don't know, man. That's a risk, bro. That's a risk. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is the end of the fucking line for today. Every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live. Make sure to hit us up for any of your real estate needs as well. As you know, we are tied in with one of the most prestigious real estate agents all around the globe. So we got you covered on that end. Also, this is going to be featured on the Built from Pain podcast, which is going to be on Thursday. So if you guys like the podcast, make sure to leave a review, share it with anybody else. And your boy Jose Rodriguez here from New York with the REJ team, signing off.
So, guys, Ronnie here. Appreciate you guys. Peace.